and I want my lips to be nice and moisturized. This is amazing. We don't realize how much our self-reliance can get in the way of what God is wanting to do and trying to do. It's super serious. Soak off kind of silicone things to put your nails in, which is super dope. We oftentimes hear the man at the pool of Bethesda as someone that we shouldn't be like, but I realize that actually we should. And you know when they had that commercial that was the bunny, Energizer bunny? That's him, literally, 24/7.
Keys to the kingdom. I'll be set for life. I've got no license left, 'cause I drove against rut. This is how things go when I'm on the road. Drive like I'm all alone and think I run the show. 'Cause I got a lot to learn and to go somewhere. I need to do my prayers. I need to find out how I can give in to faith. Place my hands to pray. God will lead the way. 'Cause all shit smells worse in the summer. So free when I come through the gates. Hallelujah.
To personally welcome you to another vlog. If you are new here, I am Shanika. If you are not new here, thank you, and welcome back. This vlog, we are going to be talking about what I have been learning in this transition season. Even the other day when I was reading about the man at the pool of Bethesda and just what I have gained in revelation on that, and how oftentimes we don't realize how much our self-reliance can get in the way of what God is wanting to do and trying to do. And so a lot of the times we find ourselves being pruned or in hard seasons just so that he can build that dependence on him. And so in this vlog, I'm going to be talking about all the things. It's June. This is my birthday month and my son's birthday month. And so don't forget to like, comment, and to subscribe. And if you are subscribing, always hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my episodes. Because as you know, on this channel, we don't just do vlogs. I have my newest series, which by the time this vlog is up, that I should already have an episode, my Nourished series. So a lot of you guys probably know me from Organs and Sweet Tea, my food brand, where I develop recipes that stem from my Jamaican and Southern backgrounds. And so I am doing a new series on this channel where I will be having certain recipes, certain wellness videos, and all of the things that are dealing with intentional living. So yeah, so as you can see, there's various things that I'll be sharing on this channel. So yeah, don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe.
Burning bridges and falling stars, purple skylines and broken hearts. It ain't no taking that to the moon. Out here trying, but there ain't no room. No, good intentions will fall apart. Yeah, and ooh. it ain't perfect, and no it ain't. And we keep working every night and day. They don't know about us. Oh, I heard them say that it would be so hard. And I can't lie, baby, they weren't wrong. No, but if 1 + 1 is 2, it's true that you got me and I got you. Oh, nothing will ever keep us apart. No, and ooh.
Still not doing that great.
When I think about His grace, there's freedom, something like a woman praise. I'm grateful for the loving that you gave. It's so amazing. No matter who we are, we know you'll never change. I'm in awe of how you keep doing something amazing. Something amazing because of His grace, doing something amazing.
Hey, y'all. I am all set. As you can see, this hair is just right now a lot, but I just have it somewhat tamed. I cannot wait to have it in braids for next month, God's willing, for my birthday month. We are doing braids again because it's just a lot to maintain at this time, and I just don't have the bandwidth to maintain it. I know it looks crazy, but this is just how it's gonna be looking. But how are you guys doing? Happy, what is it? Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. It is, I think, March 28th. Let me check. It is, no, March 27th. No, not March, May 27th. May 27th. So we are winding down the month of May, finally. May is just that month where I'm just like, I just be getting ready for June anyway, because, you know, it's my birthday month, so I'm more excited about it. I hope that you are doing well. I know that it was a holiday weekend, so Monday was off, so some people had a longer weekend. So hopefully you had a longer weekend so your week feels shorter. It's been a while since I have picked up this camera. I don't even remember when was the last time I think the last time I vlogged was for BTS, if I'm not mistaken. At least a week or almost 2 weeks ago. It's been some craze happening since then. My husband had a medical emergency, so that was a whole thing. I posted it in my community post, letting you guys know that this vlog, well, no, my previous vlog was supposed to be out from last week, but obviously that happened, so we weren't able to do that. So obviously you guys got it like a week late, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And then it's just been a whole lot of just, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just been a lot mentally, a lot of spiritual warfare mentally, just on, you know, trying to discourage you from doing what you're called to do. And I had a brief conversation about this in the last vlog, if you guys watched it, where I was just being really, you know, honest about just content creation and just showing up and doing what you're called to do despite, you know, trends and all the things that's happening. And yeah, so it's kind of like it's just been an ongoing kind of battle with that. And so, yeah, and you know, God has just shown me the whys to that and just targeting what, you know, the warfare and all that stuff is. And so I've just realized that, like, now I have to combat it differently, not see it as something that's like, oh, it'll blow over. Like, realize that, nah, the enemy is just trying to get you to remain stuck, not do stuff out of fear or feeling insignificant. And, you know, we see this in scripture as well throughout the Bible, where people felt insignificant, or they believed the lies of the enemy or their enemies, or just, you know, their own thoughts or whatever. And so, yeah, so I just realized it's just a different kind of battle. And so I've just been, as you can see, worship music has always been my thing. Psalms is all worship music from David. And so, you know, worship can be prayer. And I think a lot of people don't talk about that enough, but worship is a weapon that you definitely can and should use, especially if you are in moments where you don't have the words to pray. So yeah, so it's Wednesday. So I have been, well, I clearly didn't record. I thought I was recording the whole time. Like, I was just showing myself, you know, brushing my teeth, washing my face with skincare, doing all of that good stuff. Clearly didn't press the record button. Sorry guys, but you got to see my skincare afterwards, which obviously I use all of my products that I use all the time. I was just like, today's self-care day. It is the last bit of my luteal phase, so this is where it just starts, you start feeling blah. Because I think my cycle starts in like 2 days or so. So it's definitely, you start feeling real blah. So I was like, let me just pick myself up, do some self-care. I did like this deep pores cleanser, which is by Caudalie, I think it's how you say their name. But yeah, this bad boy, I did this with my sponge to really get in there, because I'm breaking out like slightly, like probably 1 or 2 I see somewhere like on my face, obviously because of time of month, but I just want to really get in there and get all of whatever. I've been doing more of the lighter cleansers, so now I just kind of want to get the deep pore cleansing in there, then do my dark spot vitamin C treatment, which I did as well, rinse that off, and then obviously you guys came and saw me do my usual moisturizers and toners and all that stuff. I shaved, exfoliated, all the works. As you can see, the only thing I didn't do is obviously like wash my hair, but that's just because there's no point. I'm getting my hair braided in like, I think a week. No, 2 weeks or a week and a half. So really and truly, I'm just kind of saving my hair washing until it's close enough. I actually might reschedule it to something earlier, because I just feel like I just kind of want it done earlier. So I might do it a little earlier, but if not, it's a week and a half from now. So I am, saving my major hair wash for then. So I'll probably just be rocking ponytails and all of that stuff until then. So as you can see, it did the whole work. So I feel better. just, physically and whatnot, besides obviously just the luteal phase and all that. Yeah, just going to take it easier today. Today I'm actually reconnecting with an old friend, a friend that I have that's in Texas. We met each other I want to say 2000 and it was before the pandemic, I believe. So I can't remember. It's 2019, 2018, somewhere there. And then we kind of lightly, I want to say, dissipated or fell out, or it was just really just a misunderstanding. And so we kind of fell out a little bit, and then we started following each other again. And we have been really supporting each other on social media and all that stuff. And I just felt led to kind of reach out and see if we could reconnect again, because I just felt like I understood that some friendships dissipate because of your own immaturity. And I think at that time, I just wasn't mature enough for the friendship, and I can be honest about it. She's obviously a believer, and so at that time I don't think I was a believer, but I just wasn't mature spiritually, because you can be a believer, sincere, wholehearted, but still immature, right? There's spiritual maturity that happens as you continue to surrender closer to the Lord, read the word more, and go through just sanctification and pruning. I was at the beginning of my wilderness, and so I still had a lot of things that I've learned from Egypt, coming out of a household, I always tell you guys, that's verbal abuse, emotional abuse, rejection and neglect and things like that. It can definitely mess up your view of not just yourself, but people, and including God. And so I just realized I wasn't mature enough for that friendship. And she was solid. And I just found that my immaturity kind of dissipated it all. So obviously there has been years of a gap, probably 6 years or so, or 7 years. So now reconnecting, I feel is a great step forward of reconciliation as it relates to just doing it again, but this time being in such a different, more mature, more secure place in Christ, and not seeing friendships as things that are going to supplement self-love or supplement love that you're supposed to get from Christ, or your identity or your worth. And I think that was the mistake I made the first time, thinking that, a friendship would add value or worth to myself, versus doing the work in being with Christ, in being surrendered, in understanding my identity comes from Him, and gaining that love that I was desperately seeking inwardly with Christ. And so, so that's the whole spiel. So yes, I'm excited. We're going to actually be reconnecting later. So it is right now almost 4 o'clock. So I'm about to make dinner and get ready, because we're supposed to meet at 7 my time. She's in Texas, so she's, I think, 1 hour behind. So that's going to be fun to FaceTime and just reconnect. And of course, I'll tell you guys how that all goes. But I've realized in my life that there's some relationships that God wants you to reconcile, because it just probably was just too early for you at a particular time. And there's some relationships that He just wants you to keep severed. And so that's the thing I've been learning in this season. And there's a lot of relationships, including family, that, He does just not want me to reconcile. He's just again, I'm doing the work in you, and any relationship that He ever wants you to reconcile, it's because there's repentance there's acknowledgement, and there's literally, again, it could have been not you, it could have not been them, it could have been you. So those are circumstances where He'll actually ask you to reconcile. But if it's still dangerous for your soul, He's not going to ask you to do that. Even if it's a Joseph moment, like Joseph, where he had to, help his family and help his brothers. Helping someone, helping your enemy, loving your enemy is different than reconnecting, removing boundaries, creating trust. That is different. And so a lot of the times people look at Joseph and think, if God removed me from people, or removed me from a family member, or removed me from relationships, then I should reconcile, because it's Joseph did. But as you can see, the scriptures never said Joseph reconciled. It just said that Joseph fulfilled God's will to actually assist his brothers and help his brothers. Did he have dinner with them? Sure. Did he have conversation? Sure. But that was just to alleviate them of their guilt. That was just to show that what the enemy meant for evil, God meant for good, and there's forgiveness here. I don't have hard feelings towards you. I don't have unforgiveness. There's no anger, there's no malice, right? So that was the purpose of that. But we've never seen again that he actually reconciled his relationship. It never showed that he went back to that relationship. So we have to always understand what God's will is, what his ways are, and also what we're required to do. And so, like I said, with this friendship, it was just more so my immaturity. It was never toxic. And so I've had toxic friendships that I've let go of and I would never go back. But this one was not that. She was very solid and I just wasn't in the same level of spiritual maturity as she was at the time. And so that's the great thing about grace and God's mercy and the fact that he gives you opportunity to reconcile, because time has passed and process has passed, and I've gone through my wilderness and have built my relationship with the Lord in such a way that is just way more firm in its foundation. And so now coming back at the table, like, I can be honest and say it was me. I can be honest and say it was my immaturity. I can be honest and say I wasn't ready for a solid friendship at that time. I was ready for validation at that time. I was ready for someone to, I think, supplement what I didn't get from family and all of that stuff at that time. And so, yeah, so I am excited about it. But yeah, she's really dope. And so I'm excited to see where this goes. And of course, you know, it's not something that I'm out here like we're BFFs and all that stuff in 5 minutes. Like, nah, it's one of those things where it's like, we're going to build, we're going to do it the right way. And so the Lord has done a great work. And a lot of the places, including content creation and having a platform and all of this stuff, a lot of the places where I was looking to gain my identity and my worth, and he has stripped away, really restructured where I get my help from, where I get my worth from. And sometimes it's a struggle still, like, of course, we're human. And so sometimes, you know, especially with content creation, you're like, is it not good enough as to why it's not going off, or people aren't commenting, or there's not community being built fast enough. But I've realized that, you know, those are just the lies the enemy tries to tell us, so that we either put down the talent and bury it like the person that had the one talent, or we walk in fear, or we just do things in a ill-motivated way that is not of God, that is not serving people, and that is not serving God, but is serving self. And so it is just so important that we always check our motives. We always ask God to purify our motives, because everything starts in the heart posture. It's not just your actions. Your actions is only after all that has been in your heart has just come out, right? And James tells us this, like, even with sin, temptation only comes because there's the desire there. So we got to start with the desire. So first we got to start with the heart. What is my motives? What are my desires? What are the things that I seek? That's where I start. That's where I let the Lord work. That's where I let him purify. And then everything else is easy. Your actions will change. The way you speak will change. The way you view things will change. But it first got to start in the heart posture. So yeah, not to, you know, ramble and talk your heads off, but I feel like my hair just looks crazy, y'all, but it is what it is. Today's just one of those days. But yeah, I'm probably gonna fix it, obviously, but I just wanted something quick and not in my face, especially since I just did my skincare. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to eat and do all of that, and then I'll talk to you guys later. I think I'm making salmon today. Salmon is what I have out. I don't know what I'm gonna make, if I wanna make tacos or something like simple, like salmon and rice. I don't know, but we're gonna see. About to see. I actually have to season up the salmon and roast it first. So that's the first thing I'm about to do right now. And then after that, everything else. So I'll be back, guys. Hey y'all. All right, so I just finished making dinner. And so I have my latte intact, and it's my usual maple turmeric latte that I make. So about to show you guys both lattes, one for me, one for the hubs. Hopefully you can see it. And then I also have the salmon tacos, which hopefully you guys can see it well. It has the roasted shredded salmon on it, the charred whole wheat tortillas, and then I just roasted corn, jalapenos, and onions. I topped all of that, and then of course I'm always gonna have my sauce. So my infamous green goddess sauce that I have on my site as well. I'm going to top them with that, and then that is it. Bon appetit. Hopefully y'all can see. I literally just pour it on there. I like a lot of sauce on my drink, so you just pour it on, and that is dinner. Easy peasy. Everything literally was just roasted, and so it's just super easy to make, especially on those lazy days that you don't feel like cooking. So that's that. For my green goddess sauce base, I use parsley. I just love using parsley. Oh, why is it turning? Come on now. Yeah, I like using parsley for mine, but yeah, so let me show you guys how it looks now. Hopefully y'all can see it. I know it's a lot of sauce, so you can't really see all the ingredients now, but yeah, like I said, I like a lot of sauce on mine. So yep, so I'm about to eat right now, and then I will talk to you guys again later.
I know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough. When you're thinking everything is gone wrong, just remember that I'm here to cheer you on.
How are you guys? So I am back. I am about to make this perimenopause cycle kind of lemonade. So I am using raspberry leaf tea. So if you have not heard about this, highly recommend this. As you can see, it's by the Traditional Medicinals brand, and it is for a healthy cycle, and it's really good. I usually drink this hot, but I saw this video on IG and she made it into a lemonade, and I was like, oh, you know that I love a good cold drink. So as you can see, I got my big boy here that I actually got from Etsy. That it was supposed to be for my lattes, but clearly, guys, as Jamaicans would say, I was being craven because I can't drink this much latte in reality. But although I be wanting to, but yeah, so I'm about to put the lemonade in this actually, so it can last me like maybe 2 days. We'll see. But yeah, so I got this, so I'm about to fill it up with ice. Right now, as you guys saw, I am steeping the tea bag. So you're just supposed to use 1 tea bag. So I'm steeping the tea bag in some hot water that I boiled. And then I am about to slice some lemons. And also I'm adding strawberries because she didn't add strawberries. I think she did hers with raspberry leaf tea, hibiscus, and then pineapple juice. That was her concoction, but I'm gonna do it differently. So I'm about to do it with raspberry leaf tea. About to add some strawberries to the mix, lemons, sliced lemons, but I'm also going to do lemonade. And so I like Uncle Matt's because it's actually no sugar added, and it's really, for the most part, like healthy. It's 3 ingredients. So it's really organic lemons, yeah, filtered water, organic lemon juice, and then stevia leaf extract. So no sugar. And so I'm about to make this the base instead of pineapple juice. I was going to do, I could always top it off with the pineapple Olipop that I have. I have this Olipop pineapple flavor. Guys, if you have not tried this, I highly recommend. I just tried this. I've been wanting to try it for the longest and I haven't bought it. We're Olipop, you know, as I've shown you guys in various vlogs, we're Olipop people in this house, but this pineapple, excellent. But I already had one today, so you can't overdo it with probiotics, especially since I also do the yogurt, so we're not doing that. So yes, I'm basing it with lemonade and the raspberry leaf tea, and then obviously strawberries. Because I always drink raspberry leaf tea, I know that strawberries and stuff actually goes well with it. So we are doing that. Plus I love strawberries, so. And then obviously you just have a sweetener. I think she used agave. I don't use agave, I use raw honey. Agave is not as healthy as people think. Actually having raw organic honey is healthy, and as you guys know, I always use Nate's So that's what I'm gonna use, but you can also use maple syrup. Maple syrup is great for, it doesn't spike your sugar that quickly, especially the one that I always recommend you guys use, which is Crown Maple. But yeah, but I'm just gonna use honey. So yeah, so now I'm about to show you guys real quick. I'm gonna add this ice as I wait for the tea to steep and cool, because you also don't want it to be too hot. So probably what I'm gonna do first is slice the lemons and just put them in with the tea so that that just steeps as well. So it'll be lemony and with the raspberry. So coffee, there's nothing here for you, sir. Let me bring you guys down more so you guys can actually see this process. There we go. So tea with the lemon slices are being steeped. So that's that. All right. Now, like I said, about to put these ice cubes in because I love a good amount of ice in my stuff. And I want this to be refreshing. I was on it. I jumped on this to try because I was like, hey, a refreshing way to drink raspberry leaf tea. I'm on it. And I drink it by itself. A lot of people don't really like the taste, but personally, coming out of a Jamaican household, teas, there's all kinds of teas and a lot of them ain't the best tasting. So for me, I have gotten accustomed to it not being that great in terms of taste, but she says this definitely makes it much better. I can only imagine, so we about to test it out. So yeah, so as I was saying you guys earlier, my cycle starts in like 2 days. So right now you start feeling it in the body. The energy levels have been crazy low. You know, slight headaches on and off, and your taste buds really start, like my taste buds starts changing more so like the day of my cycle, where it feels like it's completely shot and nothing really tastes great. But thankfully, that's why I think I often lean into sweets during that time, or at least I used to before changing up. So now, if this is a hit, then I'm doing this again for sure. Sorry y'all, but I like a ton of ice. As you can see, I'm gonna let it fill up to the top. Yeah, so now that this is still steeping, I want to actually mix in the honey so it will dissolve. So I'm not gonna put too much because honestly, I don't need it to be super sweet. But I would say like 1 to 2 tablespoons of honey, and then you stir it in so at least it'll still be hot while it dissolves, because you don't want there to be just globs of honey. So yeah, so 1 to 2 tablespoons, just so that it is sweet enough. And then you just let that continue to cool and steep in there. I'm sure it's still gonna be warm, hence why I just use a lot of ice. In the meantime, I'm about to pour in the lemonade. I guess I'll half fill it, because then the rest will be that. And then any more I can just add to it. All right, and then prep my strawberries. So I have already soaked them in vinegar and then rinsed them well with warm water. So after doing that, then I'm just gonna cut them in halves like this. Cut off the stem and then cut them in halves and just toss them in. As you know, strawberries are very good as well. Great antioxidants and all that stuff. So that just adds to the mix. Plus again, I like strawberries. I feel like I don't need a lot. So I think I'll probably just do 4. All right, so that's that. Still got 3 left. Might just save them, because if it's good, like I said, I'm gonna make it again. So, all right, so let me clean up this stuff, and then by that time, it should be ready to pour together, y'all. These 3 that I got left, about to just put them in these jars, because I will use them again. I'll use these if I'm gonna make another batch after I try this one, and if it's good, then got some more strawberries. All right, so I think we are good in terms of the steeping. So now I'm going to take this out and just pour this over. So we're about to pour it and see what this is like, y'all. All right. Of course, I'm gonna make a mess. It wouldn't be me without a mess. Oh wow. Finally done. As you can see, had to clean up all that. But y'all, this is amazing. I promise you it is incredible. I don't know why it's actually doing that. I think it's something with this straw. But yeah, guys, highly recommend that you make this. Highly recommend. I'm gonna have the ingredients listed here. Pause and take note. This, definitely making this again, definitely. Going to see if it actually works in terms of just the benefits as well, which again, I already drink the tea itself, the tea bag hot, so I know that it definitely works and it helps, but drinking it like this in lemonade form, I highly recommend. And honestly, this could last me like the whole day. So I know I'm not gonna drink this out like throughout the rest of the night because it's late, but definitely recommend if you wanna switch it up and not always drink it hot, do this. And I like the fact that I add the lemon slices and also the strawberries. It adds to the taste, but also it adds to the benefits because you're getting the pure fruits in there as well as the tea bag itself. And again, I used lemonade as my base and made sure it had no sugars and it was healthy. So that's important. If you want to, you can also make your own lemonade using fresh water, strawberries, which are antioxidants, then lemons, as you know, is a great detox. It's great for your digestion, all of that good stuff. So this combo should be excellent. So I'm gonna test it out. Obviously test it out today, make it again tomorrow, God's willing, and then see how that helps, especially with, your cycle, sugars and things like that. If you deal with a lot of cramps, sugars and stuff are not great to have because that actually worsens your cramps. So that's why it's always great to cut sugar out if you have really extensive cramps. So this is a great option for when you just want juice, but you don't want sweet juice or something unhealthy. Usually I make my juice that I always show you guys in other vlogs, which is like the orange juice base with like the parsley and all that stuff. But sometimes you just don't want it to taste so like this is healthy. You want something refreshing. I'm gonna be having this a lot. So yeah, so that's it, y'all. I'm about to probably just chill for tonight. I still have to write down some creative ideas for upcoming vlogs. I've actually been looking at birthday stuff because, as you know, my birthday is coming up in June, God's willing. About to be 37. So there's some stuff that I want to do in terms of just for the vlogs. Also just for self-care personally this year, from the gift to myself is just self-care. And then of course, like a short form content that I have an idea for. So all those things, just kind of gonna flesh those out, think about those stuff, and then just probably chill. I've been watching Tubi. I don't know if any of you guys are into that, but Tubi has been like the thing that I've been watching lately. Because if you know me, then you know I love Lifetime. And so Tubi's giving like black version of Lifetime. So I've been loving it. Some of the stuff is a little crazy, so you have to definitely filter through what's some great ones. But I love criminology and love psychology. I oftentimes like to gravitate towards like the thrillers, the crime kind of stuff to a degree, but I feel like thriller / crime is better than versus just all crime. Like you can have some drama, but honestly the thrillers, because it's like more psychological, I really love movies like that. So any movies that fall into those realms, I'm always loving to watch. So Tubi has been the thing that I've been sifting through and like just kind of like watching as I've just been chilling a little bit for the past couple of days. So might just throw that on while I'm doing the rest, and maybe a vlog or two that I like watching. And yeah, that's it. It's Thursday now because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I have to start filming some stuff too. So I definitely have to gear up for that. My cycle's about to start, so really and truly, I'm kind of waiting until I'm at least halfway in because it's a doozy the first 2 days. So yeah, so that's just really my thing. But anyway, oh yes, guys, I didn't get to show you guys, like I didn't film the call that I had with my friend that I was telling you guys about earlier. The conversation was excellent. Like it was great catching up. It felt like we didn't really miss much, although we did, and we were just kind of catching up. But yeah, it was really awesome. So I look forward to that reconnection. And yeah, so that's that, y'all. So I'm about to chill out and I will see you guys. Oh yeah, you see my hair, like I actually put this bandana over it to kind of hold it back. But as you can see, it's just like it shrinks, and then because it's so curly, it shrinks, and then it kind of just becomes puffier. So yeah, so this is how I've been wearing it all day. It hasn't been bad actually, because the bandana keeps it out of your face. The headband keeps it out of your face. So that's how I've just been rocking it. But yeah, it's probably gonna go in a ponytail one of these days. And yeah, can't wait to get it braided. I just don't have the energy to be upkeeping it like that anymore. Like back in the day, like I used to every day twist it and do like the deep treatments at home with like eggs and mayo and all of that stuff. And now at 37, I'm like, I got too much. I mean, at that time too, like you didn't have, well, I mean, I did have my son, but he was a baby. And even before him, actually, like you had the time. Now you just don't have the time. You have a full house, you got things to do, business and all the stuff. So I am just ready to wrap it up and braid. But yeah, like I said, y'all, I'm about to go. About to finish drinking this, and I will talk to you guys later. As you can see, I have been packing out clothes, practically finished. Now I just have to change the sheets, sweep up, change my dog's bed, and yeah, sweep and mop, and then that's it. So yeah, I'm pretty much done all the laundry. I actually want to pack out my bag because I got my Longchamp today. So I went back to a Longchamp because in probably like 2-3 vlogs ago, I've showed you guys that I have been selling off some of my designer bags that I had. And it was a little tough because really and truly there was just some things that needed to be done. And so thankfully the option of selling them on Fashion File was there. And so I did that super hard. I'm not gonna lie, kind of grieved it. Not because I care about things, but some of them I got right towards the, I want to say like more so the middle of my wilderness, when God kind of gave manna and things were just popping off for Organs of Sweet Tea, was getting partnerships left and right. So many things were happening, great things were happening, like so much we were able to do financially to just shape ourselves in a better position. And so during that time, I was able to get some designer stuff that I really wanted for like a long time. Wallets, bags, pouches, all of that good stuff. So a lot of them were like 4 or 5 years old. And so again, I take care of myself. So a lot of them were practically like new. And so yeah, so I had to sell a lot of those stuff just to kind of keep afloat during this hard transition that we've been in for the past going on 2 years. And so yeah, so that was super hard. And so I was just talking to God about it, and I was just like, like I've been reading Philippians and just been studying the word. And like I was telling you guys before, I'm still in the book of John, but I've kind of been reading like Philippians here and there when I felt led, like the Holy Spirit tells me to read a certain thing, or probably read something out of Hebrews, or, read something out of Isaiah. And so I've been just meditating on Paul and in Philippians, I think it's chapter 3 or 2. And he was just talking about learning how to be content, whether he's abased or bound. And I've been really meditating on that. And I was just like, you know what, Lord, I can sit here and allow things and the loss of things and people and just circumstances and how it's just been the past 11 years of wilderness to shape me in a way that hardens me or that makes me gravitate towards wanting to just restore the situation versus understanding what you want me to learn out of this on top of everything else that you've been doing, heart posture wise, transformation inward. And one of the things I feel like he's just been leading me to has been contentment, and not contentment to say that things aren't going to change, because he's given me inside revelation on what's to come, but just contentment of where I am right now and what he's doing as he's working things out. And so, yeah, I said all that to say, I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna just go back to Longchamps, because Longchamps I had when I first started working like in my 20s. So Longchamps, I think at that time was even popular. So I went back to Longchamp because I was like, I just need a good tote, because again, a lot of the bags that I have left that are still designer are like these smaller ones, but sometimes you need a good tote to carry more stuff in. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to the Longchamp. I got the medium this time. Usually I have a large. I've given away like Longchamps plenty in the past. But yeah, so I'm going back to Longchamp, and this is my era of just contentment. And so I'm just learning to put effort in the places that need to be put effort in terms of like purchases or whatever. But other areas, just being okay with something that is decent. And so Longchamp is a very great brand, very reliable bag. So I wanted to kind of show you guys this insert that I got for it, which it just pulls out. I bought it actually on Amazon, the insert. And so usually when I had my Longchamps, I just had them just like that. And it was always just bothersome and cumbersome to just have one big thing because it only has like one pocket. So bought this insert, which I just don't want to take it out, but as you can see, it's coming out. But yeah, it's just something you just buy separately and then you put it in, and it has like a ton of pockets, zip places and all that stuff, and even like a bottle holder that you can't really see because it's black, but there's a bottle holder and everything in there. So that would just help it to be a lot more organized and a lot much better. People usually do this for like even Louis Vuittons, Neverfulls, and any kind of bag that just has one big opening without much pockets and stuff and compartments. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm actually taking all my stuff out of this to put in here. And so this is the new era. I know that I'm going to restore the designer stuff that I had to sell in terms of my bags. I think definitely from this place that I'm in and just this maturity that I'm in, like what I buy is going to be totally different. It's not going to be just because I want a name, just because I want to just have designers. I think in the past that was it. That was kind of like my mind frame, my mindset, because you just are like, you want all this stuff, name brands and all this stuff is kind of like things that validate you, I guess, or adds value and worth to your wardrobe or yourself, or however, some people kind of shape it in that way. But this time around, my purchases are going to be definitely just way more intentional. Even when I get new designer things, like I just have like top 5 bags that I want and that's it. I don't care for excess. Definitely going to just be a lot different in terms of just my intentionality and my whys for buying stuff. So yeah, so in the meantime, we are going to be rocking this Longchamp, and probably so because I got a nice brown color because I just love the brown. So I'm actually just going to put some things that I had in here and then obviously get some other stuff that I couldn't fit in here as well. But I have my little LV pochette thing that I kind of just hold little knickknacks like mirrors and pads and all that stuff that you kind of need, and ginger candies, Tums, all that stuff. So I have that in here that I'm going to put in. Again, I have some other stuff that I can finally utilize, so I'm definitely going to do that. I have my little coin pouch that I was using for cards before, but I got this wallet, this small wallet that actually kind of like is like Arcadian. I got it on Amazon. I'll show you guys probably later on in the vlog, but now I use this for coins. So this LV one that I have, I'm just using that for coins. Not that I really have coins, but now I can fit my little Bible that I have, my travel size Bible. I can fit that in here now, which I'm gonna do that later. I usually have like a pen, have my hand sanitizer, so I can put all that stuff in now. And they are all in compartments, like sticky notes in case you need it. And like I said, I have other stuff that I'm now going to be able to put in. So I'm gonna do all of that later on, because I'm also going to the hair salon tomorrow, God's willing, to do my hair. So I finally can actually have my bag. And then I have my hair to put in there as well, my braiding hair. And then I also have human hair that is coming later today that I bought from a well-known brand. I think it's called Y Wigs or something like that, which will be for the human hair part, because I'm actually doing Boho braids this time. Cannot wait, because this hair has been crazy. I've just, as you can see, I have on my bonnet. Underneath this is just literally in like a ponytail, which I did because the day before yesterday when I went to the nail salon, I just needed to put it in something and put a hat over it. So yeah, so I have to wash my hair later today, and then I have to get it all prepped for my braids tomorrow, God's willing. Oh yes, I didn't show you guys, but these are my nails. Yes, so I actually took off the Gel X that I had, and these are my real nails that I just put builder gel over, and I just put the white builder gel so that I don't have to worry about the color peeling off or none of that stuff. So yeah, so I'm in my simple era, no designs, just plain colors is what I'm gonna be rocking for some time going forward. Oh, and then I also did my toes. Let me take you guys off this. Sorry guys. I have on my slippers right now. As you can see, did my toes. I did them like a peach color, if you can tell. And so yeah, so did a manicure, pedicure yesterday. No, day before yesterday. And so yeah, so as I was saying, I'm in my simple era. Yeah, turning 37 this month. I'm definitely just wanting to kind of switch it up. I've been doing designs and crazy designs and all that stuff. And I love it because for me, it's artistic and it really just is a great avenue for me to express myself creatively. That's why I oftentimes do them. And I'm always like literally coming up with the designs from various different inspirations to create my own thing. So yeah, so that's just been something that's been an outlet. So that's why. But yeah, turning 37 this month, I want to just kind of switch it up. Since 16, I've been doing designs. I think it can be time to simplify it and just be in the, again, just kind of like grown woman simple era. Yeah, so that's it. So like I was saying, I have been learning, contentment, and happily so. And we will go further into that later on in the vlog and faith talks, because I feel like that's just definitely something that I want to share as I've been gaining revelation, sitting on it, and just have been working through it and walking through it. And so yeah, so we're going to talk about that later on. So just be sure to watch the vlog further in on one of our faith talks that we usually do. But as you guys will see, I'm about to spread the bed, sweep and mop, and then take a shower and then chill out. Oh, I am doing my website for my Scratch Everything podcast. So if you are one that follows me or listens to my podcast, I'm actually creating a website. I've had the domain for a very long time, but I just didn't put anything on it. And so now I'm going to do that. I feel like it would be a great community kind of website. So it's going to have obviously all the episodes with like a little bit of the show notes, just in the event that you want to get like, some kind of context to it, but also this is kind of where I'm going to be writing. And so this is not like Food Over Faith where I have like biblical truths and going in depth biblically in terms of theology and all those things. Like this is just me writing kind of journal like on things that I might discuss on the podcast. So it'll be like personal testimony, personal experience based, all of that stuff. So I'm sharpening my writing tools because there was something that the Lord spoke to me about 11 years ago that was prophesied that I won't share yet, but it's dealing with writing. And so I feel really led in this season to just kind of like get back into the gist of writing. I wrote a lot throughout like high school. I used to write poems. I just used to write in general, a lot of essays, a lot of stuff, just in general. And obviously I still journal, but like writing in terms of like storytelling and all of that stuff, I used to do a lot since high school onward throughout. And at a period it stopped, I think, especially in my 30s, as life, when you're in the wilderness, you're just trying to survive, you're trying to get to know the Lord, you're trying to build deeper. So a lot of the times, and then obviously I was obviously working on Organs and Tea, so I just kind of put that at the back burner. But 11 years ago, he did prophesy that to me through a prophet, and it really had me. I've been thinking about it lately. It's like he's been bringing it to my remembrance of like, don't forget what I said. And so so I'm just getting back into the gist of the writing. And so that's going to be a great place that if you want to have, journal like raw, honest conversations through writing, that's going to be what I'm going to put on scratcheverythingpodcast.com. So I'm going to show you guys in the vlog, like as I am building it out, because I actually bought this theme that was created by a web designer via Etsy. And so that's going to be the template because I really want it to look professional. I'm not going to spend money to professionally have it customized from scratch like I did with Organs and Tea, because that costs like $12,000-$13,000. So I'm not doing that right now, obviously, but also I just don't feel like it's necessary, because this is just really, again, I just want it to be very professional, very clean, where you can find things that you need to find on there. And so so I really love this template. So I already installed it last night, and so now I'm gonna spend the next few days to put content on there, put my photos, do all the things and build it out, which I used to do before I got my Orchids and Sweet Tea site customized. I used to actually do that on my Orchids and Sweet Tea site. Kind of used to this through WordPress, and so it's tedious, it takes a while, but a lot of the times when I get in my mode, I usually, if I just sit down and concentrate, I can do it in like 2 days. Yeah, so that I'm excited about. I'm going to show you guys glimpses of that process throughout the vlog as well, more than likely later today. Yeah, that's all that I got to do. And so once I do that, I'm gonna shower, get started on the website. Yeah, wind down for bed because it is kind of late. It's like 2 o'clock. So I'm about to wrap all this up. I have to show you guys the dogs too. They got their grooming. I'll probably show you guys later on today their grooming. They look so cute. And they're shaved down because it's starting to get warm now. So that is great for them to have less fur so they're not hot. But yeah, both of them got their grooming, and so they're nice and cute. They've been running around all day and wreaking havoc. And also when I was showing you guys the kitchen, I don't know if you guys saw the mat, but there's like this part that has like a hole. Guys, you know that I bought the mat when I did the kitchen over. Like we did a thorough clean of the kitchen probably like 3-4 months ago, and those were very good mats I got from Amazon. Those are the ones that's so comfortable and they're good for like your posture and your feet and comfort. Tell me why. It actually happened quite a while ago, but I just have been ignoring it. But if you peeped it, there's this little part that looks like there's like a gray part, there's like a hole or something. Yes, it is thanks to my youngest dog, Kingston, who is a Yorkshire Terrier. And yes, he did eat it. And yes, I was highly upset because not even my big dog, who is a Yorkie and a Maltese mix, by the way, so he's a Morkie, knows better. But this Yorkie, y'all, I've been actually seeing things on threads where people were like, yeah, if you have a Yorkie, good luck. And it's like, yeah, my son wanted him 2 years ago. He got it for his birthday, and his birthday is actually, my son's birthday is coming up on Friday. Well, tomorrow, God's willing, actually, the 5th. And 2 years ago, he asked for this Yorkie, and we got him the Yorkie. And oh, was he cute? He was a teacup, cute little thing. But you guys, this past 2 years, let's just say he's been interesting. And like I said, our oldest one, Coffee, is going on 6 this year, and he is a Yorkie mixed with a Maltese, and he is chill. This Yorkie, my gosh, you guys, when I say he has a battery that is forever going, you know when they had that commercial that was the bunny, Energizer bunny? That's him, literally 24/7. Like we have to literally put him in his gate sometimes because bruh, he will run in here like it's a racetrack. He will chew up everything. You know how many times he's chewed up my husband's cords in the office? Like to the point where now my husband has to literally, like in full diligence, like put the cords on the walls and like staple them in such a way that he cannot get them. And even then you have to be careful because there's a part maybe underneath the computer that he'll go and find. Like he finds things. Like if I knew, well actually, you know what, I actually told my husband when he went to get the dog for my son's birthday, get another Morkie. We'll have 2. Fine, they're perfect. Coffee has been excellent through the years. He has his moments of being energized and then he just chill mostly. Mostly his temperament is chill. So get another Morkie so we can have 2. No. The Yorkie, it stole his heart. Now, y'all, yeah. So if you saw it, just know that was the culprit. So really and truly, like you have to have all eyes on him because he is crazy. But I love him though because his heart is just pure. It's such a love-hate relationship that I can't explain. But I love him. I truly do because he's really something. He's really something. But really is something on the other side of it. Like yeah, the chewing, the finding things to like even his toys. Like his toys don't even last because he chews them. And it's interesting because we researched it and it's like, you know, Yorkies are actually naturally vermin hunters, so that's why their claws are made a certain way and they kind of have certain things that they do. So it's just interesting though. Like sorry for that random rant, but I just felt like I needed to share it because I meant to say it, but because I was just doing more B-rolls, as you guys can see with the kitchen cleaning. I didn't mention it then, but I wanted to mention it now because yeah, for anybody who has a Yorkie, I understand. We love them, but it's also very interesting. And so yeah, guys, let me go stop rambling and go finish up this stuff. I am practically at the finish line, so I'm not going to distract myself. I will continue, so you guys will continue to see me finish up all this stuff. So I will see you guys later on, because more than likely after I do this, I'm just going to shower, get to do what I said I was going to do. So I will see you guys later on. Oh, you showed him the thing?
Yeah, I showed him.
It's super serious. So clearly I was talking and I wasn't even being recorded. So here we are. How are you guys? Like I was showing you guys earlier, my son got his haircut, and so I wanted to show you guys the finished product, of course. But don't mind my hair. They are in like large twists because I washed my hair, conditioned it yesterday, prepping it for my day of getting my hair done later on this morning. It's like 12 o'clock, so we are about to wrap up and stuff for bed. But yeah, later on you guys will see my hairstyle and all that stuff. But here's his look, his tapered look. So let's see. All right, look at the tapered look. Get into it. And obviously he shaved off some of the top of his hair, and as you can see, it's like his curls are starting to come in after it's dried because we actually washed it afterwards. All right, so yeah, so it's officially his birthday, so now he's officially 11. So I officially have an 11-year-old. Can't believe it. Crazy. Time flies. But anyway, yeah, so I'm about to come right back anyway because I have to show you guys a few things, but just wanted to show you guys that really quickly, and BRB.
Ladies, this is BK. She's out plug.
Hola, folks. I am back. I have my head tie on, or my head scarf, I should say. And yeah, I have just been packing my bag that I showed you guys earlier in the vlog for later today. I got all my hair together. So I have my braiding hair, which I buy from a black-owned business called Latched and Hooked. And so I told you guys about this many times in previous vlogs. So usually it's like 4 of these. They look thin, but they really do go a long way. So I have the black this time. So I have 4 of these, and then I got my human hair, and I got 2 packs of those. And I was telling you guys that I got them from, I think it's called Y Wigs. Let me just double check. YG Wigs. So they, this one is the loose wave. So as you can see, it's like looser. I didn't want the super curly. I really want more of a wavy look. So I got the loose wave in the human hair. So 2 packs of these is what my hairstylist said I needed. So I got 2 packs. So I'm getting those packed in my bag. Pretty much got everything else packed like I was saying. I finally was able to put my mini Bible in my bag because now that I have a tote again. So I put that in. And then I was telling you guys that I needed to get a larger kind of cosmetic bag because I have the small LV Pochette, but I have a bigger one. So I'm just using that as my cosmetic bag for now. I actually want to get the large cosmetic bag in the LV print, but using that for now. So obviously I have like a ton more things I can fit in there. Yeah, so being that this one is a larger size, I'm able to fit that in, and it's perfectly fine on top of everything else. So getting that together. But like I told you guys, I wanted to show you guys really quick. I got a few things from Sephora that I needed to either pick up or wanted to try. And so like I was telling you guys, for my birthday month this month, I'm just all about the self-care. That's kind of like my gift to myself, although I've been building a routine of self-care. But like for me, the gifts are just anything that's going to continue to aid me in me taking care of myself. So yeah, so I got this, you guys can see it, this Caudalie, I think it's how you say it, Caudalie grape water spray. And so this is very good for hydrating your skin and soothing your skin right after you cleanse your face. I had the other one that I was showing you guys, oh gosh, what was it? The one in the orange bottle. I'll probably put it up here somewhere. But I had that one that I was using. I told you guys that it was really great, but I noticed that every time that I used it, around my eyes were kind of getting really itchy, and then I noticed it started kind of getting a little swollen. So I was like, okay, let me just make sure that that's the product and it wasn't anything else. So it was that and another facial cleanser that I used for the first time that I realized it's not working. So I'm allergic to something in it. And so yeah, so that's why I'm getting a different one. So apparently everyone talks about the Caudalie grape water spray. So I'm about to test it out and see. Hopefully all is well. And I'm good with that because I actually like the fact that it just keeps your face hydrated. And then I also got another Caudalie, which is the Vinopure. And so it's the moisturizing mattifying fluid. I think if this is for like acne treatments. I got this as well. It comes in a small, I think this is 2 fluid ounce. So I got this as well. And then I got another Caudalie, which is an acne serum. Oh no, this is the moisturizer, guys, sorry. This is the Caudalie moisturizer for acne prone skin. This is the serum. This is the same kind of Vinopure. The Vinopure line, I'm guessing, is for the acne prone skin. So this is the serum. So I got a serum and I got a moisturizer because I needed another moisturizer during the day that I could use that's good for, again, because I tend to get acne, mostly hormonal, but I tend to get acne. So I wanted something that will make sure that it's good for that and it doesn't cause me acne from like, you know, extra oil production or whatever the case may be. And then I got my Ole Hendrickson. So you guys know that I love this brand as well. So I got this, and this is the vitamin C, the Banana Bright vitamin C stick. So I saw another vlogger, shout out to I Am Shelly. I was watching her vlog and she mentioned this and she said, this is great for under eye circles. And it really does wonders to brighten it. And so I'm about to test it out because I use my Elemis, however you say it. I use the under eye cream at night, but she said this is great for like during the day. You put it on and it really does wonders. So I'm about to test it out and see, and hopefully I like it. I love Ole Hendrickson. I have a few other stuff like their vitamin C toner, a few other stuff I've used throughout the years. So they're a very great brand. And then of course I got another Ole Hendrickson. This is their new peach glaze cleanser. And so this is what I got as well. So I'm excited to try this as well. And then last but not least, I just got another concealer from Laura Mercier. And so I didn't want to run out. I didn't run out of mines yet, but being that they're small, I didn't want to run out because it's an important part of the makeup process. So I just got it so that I have that for whenever mine is finished. But yeah, that was it. That was just a small little thing. I have a few other things I have in my cart and wish list that I want to get, just as the stuff that it's kind of re-ups more so. Not really new products. I find that I have found my good footing in just the products that I really, really like and that work and that are great. Because again, like I always say, health is wealth. So I'm also thinking about products that not only work, but are actually, you know, healthier. So a lot of these products are a little bit pricey, but they work and they're worth it. And they have cleaner ingredients. So for me, that is always a win. So I'm willing to invest in that. But yeah, but besides that, that is all that I have to show you guys. I have unboxings of some PR stuff that I've been gathering up. So I will probably show you guys that either later today or over the weekend. Obviously today's my son's birthday. We got some stuff planned, y'all. He has no clue. He thinks we're doing nothing. He thinks that it was just like his haircut that was, you know, for it. But we got some stuff that I'm gonna show you guys in the vlog. Cake, and we got him gifts that he doesn't know. So you guys are gonna see all of that. I'm actually going to the hair salon. My appointment's at 9:30. And so my husband is going to actually set up the decor. So it's gonna be a Roblox theme. I don't want him to hear me out there, but yeah, a Roblox theme. So he's gonna set up while I'm at the hair salon so that by the time I come back and whatnot. So I got a cake with the design, all the things. So you guys, I can't be loud. But yeah, so you guys will see it anyway. But besides that, that is it. Oh, I told you guys that I've been doing the website for Scratch Everything Podcast. So if you guys actually follow my podcast, then I am coming with a website, y'all. So for those of you guys who are avid listeners or watchers on YouTube, I will be having a website for all the things when it comes to writing. I told you guys earlier in the vlog that I'm going to get back in my writing game. And so it's going to be more journal-like, reflective. Think Substack, but on my own website. Because I actually did create a Substack briefly and decided to come off because I just was just like, to have to gain another following and do all of that extra stuff, I just don't have the bandwidth, because obviously I have so many different things I'm doing. And so I kind of like, you know, put it off. And then it just really just like was sitting on me to be like, I have this domain, I've been saving it, why not use it? And so I've decided to utilize it. So I'm currently building out the website, and that's where I'm just gonna have all my writing. So what I was gonna do in Substack with a series I was gonna make called Faith and Feelings, that's what I'm gonna actually put over there. So it's gonna be on my site. So on my site, you're gonna have where you can see each episode, where you can listen, actually go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts and all that stuff, see a bit of the show notes. And then there's gonna also be other parts of the website where you'll be able to see my entries, my articles where I'm doing faith and feelings. So the topics are gonna be relatable to some of the things that I talk about on the podcast, and some things that are just perfect to go in between, or just kind of like an extension of the podcast episodes. So yeah, so I'm definitely doing it to build like community and just really kind of share, make it be more testimonial, more personal, transparent, that sort of thing, because Food Over Faith is more on the biblical truth, in-depth biblical teachings, all of that stuff. So I didn't want to add that to that website. So this, I feel like, is the perfect thing to further allow you guys to kind of just, again, discipleship in another form, which is through writing, as well as like the vlogs, where you guys get to kind of see me live this out digitally. So all of this stuff is all a purpose for the same one mission, which is discipleship. And so whether I'm teaching on Can We Be Honest, lightly, not teaching, having conversations about like faith and culture in real life, or whether I'm teaching on my, you know, Scratch Everything podcast, or whether I'm vlogging and showing you guys visually, or whether you guys go to any of my websites. So Orchestra Sweet Tea, obviously you know that's food, so that's servicing you there. Food Over Faith, that's where you're gonna get all the biblical truths, hyper in-depth biblical teachings on a lot of topics that people care about and is important for our walk. And then you go to scratcheverythingpodcast.com, and that's where you're going to get more testimonial, more personal, more transparent, more journal-like writings. So hopefully all of that made sense, but make sure you head over to Scratch Everything Podcast. On YouTube, you can watch it. I am doing monthly episodes now because, again, I have so many different things I'm doing. So when you have various talents, I realized in order to keep the level of excellence and to serve well, you also have to have the ability to manage it all. And so managing it all is not trying to do all of them equally. And so Scratch Everything Podcast, because it's more meaty, I feel like monthly having an episode for right now is what is best. Because Can We Be Honest, I think, is a lot more other topics that people need to have conversations on, especially in the church. And so whether you're in the church or out the church, I feel like those are just important topics that need to be fleshed out a lot more than the meatier stuff. And so the meaty stuff, I have my podcast episodes on Wednesdays, so it's audio and also on YouTube. So you can find it on all platforms. And so yeah, so follow there. If you have not, you can always just scroll on my YouTube channel and you'll see where it says listen to my podcast or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, all of that rambling, guys, sorry. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys what I have so far. So I am halfway done with the homepage. So as you know, there's several pages that gotta be built out, but the homepage, I'm halfway done and I'm really liking it so far. You get a first peek before everybody else kind of has an idea of it. So I'm gonna show you guys. Don't mind if you guys hear my son out there, but yeah, so as you can see, hopefully you guys can see well. So this is the website. I hope you guys can see the, it's not too bright, but yeah. So this is the website so far. So that's obviously how it looks. And then I have links to the podcast, to YouTube, my YouTube channel, this current YouTube channel here, and then obviously my faith website, which is Food Over Faith. So I just have those linked. Obviously a bit about me. Then you have like certain things about the mission. And then you have more things that talks about like the mission of the website and the podcast and more here and what it's a space for. And then obviously Matthew 6:33, be always seeking first the kingdom. And then I have some testimonials here that I actually took from like either the podcast on YouTube or Spotify and other places. And so I have those there. And then this is where I'll have like the faith and feelings. And this is where I'll have any posts that I do. And then obviously the end. And so, yeah, so that's what I have so far. So I have that so far. So obviously, like I said, I got to finish up the homepage and then got to do the other pages, which are like more the about me, the about page, the podcast page where I'll have, like I said, the show notes in each episode individually. Oh, yeah, and a contact page for anybody that wants to reach out. And then considering if I want to add any other page to it, and then probably do like the IG, have like IG, like an IG feed at the bottom or somewhere, or maybe a page for IG. Yeah, and then obviously all the small details, so the footer and making sure everything is just really accurate and whatnot. And so, yeah, so that is the whole thing of the podcast. And like I was saying, this is the YouTube channel for it. So if you are not familiar, this is the YouTube channel for my Scratch Everything. So that's how you can find it. It'll have that peach kind of banner. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna really be doing for a little bit, and then I'm gonna obviously take a nap because I have to, like I said, get up and leave out of here for 9:30's appointment. So you guys will see the whole me leaving, and then obviously glimpses of process there and all that. So I will have all of that for you guys to see. But I'm excited to get boho braids for the first time, I think. I don't think I've ever had boho braids. And if I did, that was like way before it was popular, probably like 6-7 years ago. I don't even remember, but I don't think I have. So this will be the first official time of getting boho braids. So I'm excited for that because, you know, I always get my knotless, and I love my knotless, but having knotless boho braids for like a different look, especially the birthday month and whatnot, super excited. So I cannot wait to see how that turns out. And then when I showed you guys my nails, I didn't tell you guys that it was like Russian manicures. So as you can see, the cuticles and stuff are like perfection. So yeah, it was a Russian manicure and pedicure that I got. So I'm very happy with it. And like I was saying, that I took off my Gel X. So these are actually my natural nails that just has hard gel over it. So yeah, so I have been loving the freedom of just, you know, it's shorter. And like I was saying, the simplicity. So that is really it. I am about to pick out my outfit. So I gotta do that when I wake up, and just more likely gonna wear like sweats and stuff because I just feel like I just need to be comfortable when I'm there, because you're sitting for like 4+ hours. So nobody got time for being uncomfortable. So I'm about to just have sweats, probably have like my Adidas or my New Balance, and just be comfortable. So yeah, so that is that. So yeah, so as you guys saw, I was watching Bad Influencer again because I told you guys a couple vlogs ago when it first came out. I think it was like the end of last year that I was watching it, and it was the best. And so sometimes I run it back to a series if I really like it. So I felt like kind of watching it. So it's kind of one of those things I'm watching in the background, but also watching because it really is good. African shows and movies and stuff really be smacking. I just be loving it. So yes, I'm watching that right now. And then like I said, about to just kind of wind it down, wrap it up. And so it's going to be another kind of day, because later on, obviously my son and stuff, you guys are going to see all of that. So yeah, but it's going to be a nice day. And so I'm very grateful. And, you know, we're going to have faith chats further in the vlog. I have so much to talk about, But yeah, I'm grateful for the journey. The journey has been nothing short of hard, especially this season, but I'm very, very grateful. The Lord has brought us a mighty way, and I know that for a fact, so I am grateful. And so going into 37 this time, it's like I'm looking forward to a lot of the things that he says that he's promised personally. And so I'm setting my expectations for that. And so I'm really grateful for the lessons and all the things though. There was a time where there was a lot of grief and a lot of loss and a lot of stuff. And coming out of all of that loss, you've learned, like I was saying earlier in the vlog, you're learning to be content and realizing that nothing that God allows to be lost was something that you needed, because he's a good father, and a good father doesn't allow you to lose something you need. And so while you might think and feel that you needed it, he knew you don't. He knew and knows that you don't. And so for anyone that's grieving loss in any capacity, just know that he understands, he feels your infirmity, but he also knows that you don't need it. And so it's okay to grieve loss. It's okay to, feel disappointed by certain things not working out. It's okay. But at some point, like David, you speak to your soul and you remind your soul of who your God is. And so yeah. So again, we'll do faith chats further down. But let me go and get myself together, y'all. So have a good night, and I will chat to you guys later today. How old are you now? How old are you? Woo! What's that? Ooh! All right. Can you say what we're doing, Tay? What does that mean? You know what that means, sir. Oh. Ooh, nice. Let's see how we're looking. It's vanilla. Coffee, don't be greedy. Ooh, beautiful. And so if you're helping others because you're trying to feel important, or you're trying to feel valuable, or you're trying to feel this sense of irreplaceability, that's where you went wrong. Hey y'all. Happy Tuesday. How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are doing great. It's like 9 o'clock, so I am gonna get ready to make some soup. So we're making a late dinner today, but I also had a few PR packages that I wanted to unbox with you guys. Yeah, and then we're gonna make some Jamaican red pea soup with chicken, and I actually am also going to bake a banana bread. So I'm probably gonna bake the banana bread first, then make the soup, and then all that good stuff. But yeah, I had packages that I've had for some time. I'm still waiting on some, but most of them have come, so I just wanted to unbox this with you guys. So I have a few, and we are going to do all of the things. So this first one is actually from one of my favorite nail polish brands, which I was so honored, Olive and June. So I don't know if you guys know them, but they have some really, really nice polishes. So they literally sent me a whole bunch of things. So they have actual press-ons. So they have different press-on nails that they sent. They sent this like salon level soak off kind of kit. They obviously have more press-ons and some more press-ons. So for the press-on girlies, this is excellent. They also sent some polishes, which, let me show you guys. They sent some nice summer colors. So I am excited because it's always good to just have these stuff in the event you feel like just doing your own nails every so often. Although I go to the nail salon a lot, sometimes you just do your own. So yeah, see, they have this really nice color, which I'm like, it's really nice. It gives like a nudish, kind of creamy nude, which I'm here for it. I love those kind of colors. And then they have like this mint green. Yeah, as you can see, we still got, my son still wants all his birthday stuff still up, so that's still there. My gosh, it's just tightly wrapped. Okay, yeah, they got this nice kind of mint, which is really nice. I love that. Then they also sent like some other ones as well, some other colors. I can get this bubble wrap a lot easier. They weren't plain, right? So yeah, this looks more like a shimmer kind of nude-ish white. And then they also have this like lighter purple, which I love these shades. I feel like it's just a nice classy kind of look for the summer. So these shades I'm feeling. And then there's this set. Like this is how you bubble wrap. Then they got this kind of pink, this like powder pink, which I'm like super cute. And then they got like a powder blue. Yeah, they got this powder blue, which I like. I really like this. I feel like this is like a next color I want to do. And then they also sent me this cute box, which I don't know what's in it. Oh, they got a beautiful nails for everyone. Okay. Oh, so they got the remover, nail remover stuff. This looks like something else. Oh, top coat. And then there's like this little pouch. Oh, so they got the little tools. How cute. For like when you need to put on any like gel or anything. They got this finger thing. Not sure. Or I wonder if this is how you soak. It looks like a soaker thing. Then of course they have the filer, the buffer, and the filer, and like a cuticle oil, and this little nail clip. Super cute. Super cute. I'm like, yeah, they're getting your nails ready for the summertime for sure. I am loving it. Thank you so, so much. Olive in June. So yeah, so that is the first thing that I got. They were very, very generous with their stuff. So I am grateful and I got it. Oh yeah, they have little soak off kind of silicone things to put your nails in, which is super dope because a lot of the times you just wrap it with foil. So that is dope. All right. Then, oh, I think this is Youth to the People. This is my other fave. I use their facial cleansers. Quite like their facial cleansers, actually, their superfood facial cleanser is my favorite. And then they also have like serums and things like that that I like too. This is like my fave. All right. Ooh, they sent me the goodies. They got a youth screen, my superfood cleanser, which I told you guys I love. If you have not seen it, maybe you'll recognize it by the bottle. But it's the green one, and you can get it like at Sephora, Ulta, all of those places. I love this as an everyday cleanser. Immaculate. Then they sent Air Whipped Moisture Cream and also Skin Tone. So a brightening, a vitamin C dark spot serum. So yeah, that is awesome. So of course, I'm always going to love it because it's a great re-up. I never ever have to be running out, especially of this cleanser. It's my favorite. So thank you, fam. They always are sending. So I truly, truly appreciate it. Then you have, let's get to food. So you guys know with Organs Sweet Tea, I get a lot of food products. And so this is from Kettle and Fire. So if you guys have noticed any of my real videos or just in the vlogs, the bone broth that I use a lot, this is them. And so they have new flavors. And so this one is miso ginger beef. So this is beautiful. And then they have a lemon thyme chicken bone broth. So all of these are bone broths. So yeah, so they sent me this nice little package with their 2 new flavors. And so I'm excited to try it. I usually always go for the beef or the chicken. So this should be nice to have like a little bit of flavor added. So thank you, Kettle and Fire. Thank you. And then last but not least, I have this by, I don't know. Oh, Purely Elizabeth. This is another food brand that I absolutely love, especially for my gluten-free girlies. You definitely want to try this brand. Their granolas and their oatmeals and all of the stuff, cereals, really good. Whoa. So they sent this whole thing, protein to obsess over. Oh, this is their new, so they have some new granolas. So if you've seen this in stores, I usually get them from Whole Foods, Purely Elizabeth. So this is their almond butter and berries protein granola. And then they have a dark chocolate blueberry protein granola. And then they have a cinnamon toast protein granola. So obviously the girlies are into protein. And so if you are definitely looking for like that great healthy snack, this is great. They are plant-based, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, and no artificial flavors. So this is definitely a brand I highly recommend. I love their cereals, their granolas, like I said, oatmeals, all of it. So yeah, so that is all that I have for my PR, and I'm waiting on some other ones. I think they were telling me they're sending, so sometimes it takes like weeks for some brands, but yeah, I'll show you guys in other vlogs obviously as I have them. But yep, so these are my faves. These are what I actually use, and so I love when I get PR from brands that I actually use on my own. So yeah, so shout out to these brands. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will of course have the names of the brands that I just mentioned here in my description, just so that you have them for when you want to check them out personally yourself. But yeah, so I'm about to get ready to go in the kitchen, make the banana bread, and then make the soup. And so I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna put these away. I am back, and as you can see, I am in my bonnet and my PJs. Don't mind me. I just finished eating, and I actually wanted to show you guys the banana bread because I finished. So you guys obviously see it overhead, but I wanted you guys to see how it is. So this is her, and as you can see, it's the top. So yeah, so I'm about to give it a try and see how it tastes. Would you like to give it a try? Good. It's good, y'all. And you still get chunks of banana in there. Well, that's it. I'm about to wrap it up, finish the site that I was showing you guys, and that's it for me. Oh, no. I was supposed to show you guys the watermelon because my DJI actually ran out of SD memory in the midst of me actually cutting the watermelon. So that's why you guys didn't see the whole thing. But as I was showing you guys, I literally cut them up in the container. So they're good to go. They're already cooled, so they'll be nice and chilled and good to eat. So yeah, that's it. I'm done. It's been a long day. I'm tired. Time for me to sit down. I'm actually watching a Tubi movie. Hopefully it's good. And that's it. I'm out, y'all. See you guys in another vlog. Hey y'all. Don't mind me. I have on my collagen lip mask because I am about to prep my makeup and I want my lips to be nice and moisturized for my lipstick. So don't mind me, y'all. But this is actually my first time using this because I had it for a while and I didn't use it, but they've gotten great reviews, so we're about to test it out today. I, of course, have these linked in my Amazon shop in my description. So if you want to know, I got them from Amazon. They're linked there. So yeah, so don't mind me. I'm about to take them off anyway, guys. They actually are a little big, so it kind of falls off, but I'm gonna let them do their thing. But how are you guys? How are you? How are you? I am getting ready right now to do the last bit of, well, I wouldn't say the last bit of content, but I'm about to get ready to do another kind of shoot. Not a photo shoot, but I'm filming a short form video, a reel, for my birthday. And so I am going to, you guys are going to see the BTS obviously of it next, but yeah, it's a reel for my birthday. Just like I think I'm going to do it the day before my birthday because obviously I did birthday photos for my birthday, so that I'll actually release on my birthday. But the day before, I'm gonna do like this real video for my birthday. It's pretty much gonna be just kind of like a homage to all the things that I've survived over the years. And so it's going to kind of be like a POV kind of situation. Yeah, so I am getting ready to do that. And so that is what I am really focused on doing right now. I have been having a super busy week. Yeah, so much filming that I've been doing, so much content, but I am grateful they are getting done. And so you guys will see a lot of changes by the time this vlog comes out. You'll see changes on the YouTube channel in terms of just photos. I redid photos for like profile pics and stuff for my social medias, and for YouTube I have been doing some recipe reels, and yeah, also some other short form reels. I'm trying to get into the short form content a little bit more, and so a little bit more again besides recipes. Actually, I always do recipes obviously, but like doing a little bit more lifestyle or like skincare and makeup and having faith talks and that and all that stuff is kind of what I've been leaning into doing. And so that's what I'm currently like starting to shoot different types of short form content for that reason. And then obviously tonight I am also shooting like 2 drink recipes. They're both going to be obviously for short form as well, but I have to fuel this down some. Yeah, you guys, this journey is crazy. I wish they kind of made it like smaller so that you can kind of get in there. But anyway, yeah, I'm shooting, what I was saying, oh yes, 2 recipes, 2 drinks. So I'm happy about that because they're super easy to do. So it's not like full recipe and all that stuff, which takes a lot longer. So I am going to be shooting those. You'll obviously see the BTS of those in the next vlog, not this one. But yeah, I'm shooting for that. And then also the photography for my website, I'm reshooting those. I have some recipes, 2 drink recipes that were originally slight variations of what I'm making. And so I am just kind of, being that those didn't get traction SEO wise and just in general, I'm kind of changing them up on the site. So I'm going to revamp it and change it up and do all that good stuff. So yeah, that's it. So once I do these 3 short form video shoots, I'm done for the most part. Everything else is just, more regular scheduling, but I just felt like I had so much to do. For the past 2 weeks, we've just been doing a lot between all the shooting, hair appointments, nail appointments. Obviously my son, his birthday was the first week of June, and then we also have, I'm still building out the website for Scratch Everything Podcast. It's almost coming together. It's almost done. It's coming together. I'm taking my time to kind of do piece by piece. So the homepage is pretty much finished already. The about page is finished. And so I just have to do a few other pages like the accessibility page and some other important stuff, contact page and all that stuff, to just make sure everything is rather clear and easy for you guys and everybody else who visits to navigate. And then also putting up like an actual post and stuff is the next step. Yeah, so we still got a little ways to go, but being that there's no rush, I'm not rushing. Yeah, so it's just been a lot of different things going on, but I am grateful, super grateful. The Lord has been, definitely breathing on everything we've been doing. And so I'm grateful for that for sure. Yeah. So yeah, but I just wanted to have faith talks because, as you guys know, let me take this off. I think it's been like 10 minutes. Hopefully they seem a little supple. Let's see if it works, y'all. Yeah, but I wanted to have faith talks because we have not had faith talks this vlog. And as you know, we have to have that because we just need it. So yeah, so like I said, everything has been like super busy, but by His grace, we have been definitely getting everything done and mastered. So I'm grateful for that for sure. As of lately, I've just really been thinking about, in the midst of all the busyness, just thinking about a lot of different stuff as it relates to just my walk with the Lord and just a season of transition. Like I've been telling you guys for a few vlogs now, like obviously I've been in transition for the past almost 2 years. And so it's been rather interesting. I want to say really good 1 year. Really, not really 2, but really 1 year. Yeah, so I definitely have learned so many different things in this journey. As you know, like we all go through transitions in various different levels and in various different moments of our lives. So this is not the first transition I'm going through. Obviously, I've gone through marriage, I've gone through having a child, I've gone through various stuff, career changes, all that stuff. But I think this has been the most in-depth transition because it hasn't just been like, oh, one area of life. It's been quite a bit of areas of life, especially spiritually. And so all of that has just been major on top of just career-wise and just all of the stuff. So it's just been one of my bigger transitions, especially because it's not like like a specific event. It's just more so like God just shifted everything and just changed up the blueprint. So yeah. So I've just been thinking about just like the transition and just all of the stuff that I have, learned along the way, all of the stuff that I have learned about God along the way, and, definitely having to learn him as a good father, especially since, not having the example of a good father in my own life in terms of an earthly father, and, really just learning him in that way, learning to trust him, learning what love actually means and is, all of that stuff, right? And, it's one thing when you're learning all of that stuff from God's magnificence and his sovereignty, but when you have actually, had an unhealthy version or perspective of those things, it's even harder to learn it from a more deeper place. Yeah. And so that has really been the thing that I have been learning, right? And if you guys have followed me on my podcast, or I'm not sure if I mentioned it in vlogs and stuff, but I've been saved since I was 13 and have really fairly had a decent relationship, I would want to say, with the Lord. Definitely, I wouldn't say that I am, well, obviously, as you grow, you're not as spiritually mature as you were. So you don't start off spiritually mature, right? So I wouldn't say that it's ever on the level. I think for a while I would say that I was lukewarm in my walk, but looking back now, I don't know if I would say I was purposefully lukewarm. I think I was just spiritually immature. I went to like actual like church and all that stuff. But when you don't have like true discipleship and true women and men of God who actually are steering you in the true biblical godly way, you don't know as much as you should know. And then you just have, again, also too, just like things that you've learned that were obviously unhealthy in your household and all of that stuff. And you don't realize just how much actually need to be sanctified even greater, right? And I think maybe that's what it was. So I think when I look back, is I think even now knowing even the scriptures and just like, studying the word and stuff like that, I've been asking lately, like, when we first get saved, I don't think we're automatically sealed with the Holy Spirit, right? And so it can appear like we're lukewarm, but really and truly what we did was we accepted the Lord. But it's not until like complete surrender and true belief, like that deep level of faith, that we become sealed. And then when we become sealed, obviously that's where we go through convictions and things like that, right? And so I don't know if I've been questioning that lately, like if it's automatic or maybe it was just, again, my immaturity, and God had a lot of grace in the midst of a lot of stuff. Because I won't say I didn't feel convictions and things. I believe I did. There was a lot of stuff I didn't do for that reason, right? But I think there's still some other things that I was doing. So I wouldn't want to say that it's lukewarm. I mean, I've been saying that for some time, but I think I've gained a new perspective on the fact that like I just was immature spiritually. And so, a lot of things I just was doing from a prideful place, from a place of selfishness, from a place of lack of understanding of like who God really is. And then also some places of thinking that God is just angry with me and distancing myself because I think that I'm not worthy, his love or worthy of certain things. And so yeah, I feel like there's a lot. But yeah, anyways, I've been just thinking a lot about that. Sorry, guys. I know I feel like I'm rambling, but our faith talk is really just about, I was reading John 5 I've been reading the book of John. I've been telling you guys this a few vlogs now. Been really, really taking my time. So I think I'm like at chapter either 7 or 8 now, but I was reading chapter 5 a couple of weeks ago, and I was reading about the guy at the pool of Bethesda. And I know maybe you already know this story, and I've known it for a long time. So it's not anything. This red is red, dark red. Yeah, so it's not like I'm not aware of the story. I'm very familiar. And so, hold on, guys. There you go. Trying to make sure I put this on properly. Let me put this on first. And by the way, this is the lip bar. and it is called Mastermind. So as you can see, obviously I gotta fix it up, but as you can see, we're going for a darker red. So yeah, so as I was saying, guys, so I was saying that I know about the story of the guy at the pool of Bethesda. And so obviously, you know about the fact that, you know, he was there for a good amount of years. And he said that, you know, he was just trying to, he was laying there with his bed. And basically he said, you know, when Jesus came and asked him, like, you know, do you want to be made, do you want to be healed? And he was basically saying, like, you know, he's been trying every year, that the angels came and stirred up the water for healing, but everybody would just pass him. He just wouldn't be able to get to the pool. And so, you know, Jesus literally looked at him and just told him, you know, take up your bed and walk. And so he did, and he was healed, right? And obviously this was done on the Sabbath. And we know after that what happened with the Pharisees and how they were upset that Jesus did the healing on the Sabbath and all this stuff. There was other times in scripture where there were other people who pretty much knew that they couldn't do it without the Lord. But basically, all in all, what I'm trying to say is that the man at the pool of Bethesda, he understood that he could not do it by himself. And it just had me realize that is the kind of faith, that is what Jesus is actually looking for, right? And so a lot of the times when we hear it preached about the man at the pool of Bethesda, we hear, don't be like him. You know, you don't want to, you know, be a procrastinator or one that doesn't do anything and one that's just waiting. But when I read it, it was like the Holy Spirit gave me revelation on it, including just like doing a bit of Bible commentaries and things like that after the fact. It was like, no, this is actually what Jesus wanted. He had compassion and he chose that man. He didn't choose anybody that was actually making great effort to go at the pool and just didn't make it every year. He chose the man that thought he couldn't do it on his own. And it really stood out to me because it made me realize that, like, this is what Jesus wants, full dependency, for us to actually know we cannot do it on our own. And it really just really stood out to me because it's like one of the things that the Lord has been pruning me on for the past year, or two years really, about self-reliance. And sometimes we think self-reliance is strength and we think self-reliance is faith. But we don't realize that, like, Jesus actually wants us to have complete dependency on him. It's not to say that we're not called to obedience, because there are times where the Lord is asking us to do a thing and we are obedient in doing that thing, right? But besides that, really and truly, he wants us to realize we can't do it without him. And that's why even in John, further down in John, I can't remember which chapter, but it's basically where he says, I am the vine, you are the branches, right? And so apart from me, you can do no thing. So abide in me as I abide in you. And so basically it's like, he wants us to realize we can't do anything without him. Even the things that we think we can do, because those are gifts or skills or talents or whatever that he's given us the ability to do. And so it just really made me realize that, like, the man at the pool of Bethesda actually wasn't wrong. He didn't believe that he could do anything on his own. And Jesus had compassion for that and saw that he had that need. And so he went and he showed him, like, I am the answer. So now that I've shown you, now you have your faith and your complete faith and trust in me, right? But he's not against us when we feel like we can't do it, like we're unworthy or like we don't have what it takes. We've seen this throughout scripture from Moses straight down, where people felt like, God, why are you using me? I have this proclivity, or I have this insecurity, or I have this lack of something that I think is going to hinder me. And it's like, when we realize that God has the ultimate power, that he doesn't need us to have anything or even do anything for him to work, that gives us a lot of release for trying to do things on our own, trying to have control on our own, trying to create outcomes on our own, trying to use discipline as acts of obedience when it's just discipline. Like, you're actually just grinding. You're actually just going after a thing. You're actually just consistently doing something constantly to get a certain result. That is not obedience. That is discipline. And discipline works, because eventually, if you're consistent long enough in anything, as you know, from exercise to diet to, you know, a career to an idea to whatever, it's going to eventually work. But obedience is something that looks impossible, does not necessarily tied to a specific outcome, in the sense of like, it makes no sense to the thing he's asking you to do versus the thing he says is the promise, because the whole point is he's doing the promise. You're just doing the work by faith, in the sense of not the work to get to that promise, work to say, I have faith. So if he's saying, you know, you're going to get a house, he's not going to more than likely tell you to work this amount of hours for that or to save for that. And obedience might be something totally different. It could be buying somebody else a house and using all the money you had to buy somebody else a house, while you're saying, I need a house here. And he's saying, I will handle that here. I just want to see your faith in me here. So do you trust the God that I am to do the thing I said I'll do, while I ask you to do something else to prove that you believe that I'm the God that I am? So I say all of that. I feel like I had a lot more to say, but I'm just not thinking of it at this time. But basically, we oftentimes hear the man at the pool of Bethesda as someone that we shouldn't be like. But I realize that actually we should. We should realize we cannot do anything without the Lord. We should realize that we are not able to do anything without the Lord. And so when he has compassion, when he does have grace with us, when he does extend mercy, now we can be wholeheartedly with pure faith and confidence, knowing that like, I don't deserve this grace or this love or whatever it is, but thank you for it. And I trust you enough to do what you've asked me to do, because I know who you are and I know that you're able to do what you said you're able to do. And so all of that I say to say, I've been realizing that in this season of my transition, and he's been, you know, giving me a lot of insight and revelation on a lot of things, and, you know, the whys of the path and what this is and all the thorns and all the things and the pruning and all the stuff, and, you know, some of the reasons why and all of that stuff. And so, you know, it has, like I've said in previous vlogs, like I've realized that the wilderness and the pruning and all the stuff has really stripped a lot of my confidence in the Lord in certain ways, in certain areas, and mostly though in myself. Like I found myself believing the lies of the enemy, saying that I can't do the thing that God has empowered me to do. I don't have what it takes anymore. Like I lost it all, and, you know, I can't be restored, I can't be redeemed, and all of this stuff, right? And so I say all that to say that I've just recently been realizing, like, I've actually been treating God small. Like I stopped praying specific prayers about things that I know he's promised, right? Because I think it was actually the Epistles of John. He talks about the fact that we, as believers with the Holy Spirit, we have complete confidence that God hears us and that he will honor our requests as so be that it's within his will, right? And so every prayer that we pray that's within his will, he promises to honor that request. And so we have that confidence knowing that he not only hears us, but he says he will actually do it as long as it's within his will. And so I realized that I've been treating God small in a lot of ways, where he's shown me certain things and shown me certain promises and things that's in his will. And I haven't prayed for those things because I felt the lack of confidence that, one, I deserve those things, two, he's probably changed his mind, three, that all of this pruning and stuff is a punishment, all of this stuff. And I realized that like now I need to start asking God for the thing he said that he promised. And so that is really what I've just been thinking about lately. Like start asking him like a father that cares. Like start asking him for the little things and the big things. Like start asking him like a child, like, you know, Dad, am I getting water today? Dad, am I going to get that cake today? Dad, you promised that we're going to watch that movie. Are we going to still get that movie? Like that's the relationship he wants us to have, to actually come to him wholeheartedly, come to him honestly, and actually ask him for things. And so I realized I stopped asking for certain things because I thought that he no longer wanted me to have them, because of just the wilderness, because of the losses, because of the pruning, because of all the things. And I've realized that like, no, he does. And like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or so, or a week ago, I was praying and I felt like the Holy Spirit gave me a scripture, Psalm 138. And basically it was just a psalm where David was just reiterating the fact that God has promised that he is near, that he cares, and that he will do what he said he will do. And there was a part in scripture, I think it was the last verse, because there's only 8 verses in that chapter, but Psalm 138, he said in the last part, where he says, the Lord will perfect that which is concerning me. And so basically David was like, Lord, don't forget the work of your hands, or something like that. And so basically it's like, if God said that he'll do something, he means he'll do it. And so now pray prayers that actually act like you are confident in him. Like Mary, when Mary was like, you know, we're out of wine. Jesus is like, nah, it's not my time yet. And she's like, okay, whenever it's your time, I just know that you'll handle it. And she just told the servants to just follow his lead. It's like, act like you have confidence in knowing who God is and what he said he'll do. And pray even when he's not doing it at this time, even when he's asking you to wait, even when he's saying not yet. Pray and act like you believe that he's still the God that's able to do the thing that you've been asking him to do. Don't lose your confidence in him, because he wants us to have belief. He wants us to believe enough in him to know that he's the only one that's able to turn that situation around. And if he tells us and reveals to us that it's not within his will, still that belief and confidence in him, that to know that he is still good, even when he doesn't change it. And so, yeah, so that is really, hopefully that blessed someone. I'm hoping that I've reiterated that as well as I wanted to. I feel like I had way more that I could say and want to say, but I definitely don't want to make this vlog too long, because I know there was a lot that we've been doing in this vlog. But yeah, I definitely am going to do an episode on Can We Be Honest About This? So definitely just make sure that you're subscribed, make sure that you are, you have all your notifications on, the notification bell, so that you can see all episodes that drops and not just, a random thing that pops up on your feed and all of that good stuff. Because I'm really going to go in depth with this. I feel like this is a conversation for sure that needs to be had. And so many of us would be, really blessed by it. So yeah, I just hope that what I have said bless someone. But my whole thing is just like, trust him, man. Trust your Father. And trust that he is the God who said that he can do what he said that he will do. And so pray those prayers, not out of begging, not out of acting as though he's changed his mind, not out of acting as though he doesn't hear you. No, pray confidently knowing he hears you, he sees you, he understands, and he will do what he said he will do. It's just that he has a perfect time, he has a perfect way, he has a perfect plan. And so, like the Bible says, that we should lean on our own understanding, because his ways are above our ways, his thoughts are above our thoughts. And so act like you know the Father cares. Act like you know he loves you. Act like you know that he's for you. He says, I pray that you will prosper as your soul prospers. So he cares about us prospering, not always financially. He's just talking about prospering in general, right? Like there's a lot of spiritual things that we overlook a lot of the times, like peace and love and joy and things like that, that many kill for, die for, do a lot for, even with money, even with things, success, accolades, all the things, right? So prospering is not always financially, but he can have financial prosperity if that is within his will. But yeah, but prospering, he cares about our souls prospering the most, right? And so when we realize that he cares a lot about our souls, then we will start realizing that when he gives us a no, when he gives us a not yet, when he gives us a yes at a certain time, when he gives us pruning to bear more fruit, when he does all the things that he does, it's because he cares. And so, yeah, so that has been my thing that I've been learning in this season of, or this level of, or this, I guess at this time of my transition, as I'm transitioning further into what he's promised. And so, yeah, so I really pray that that has blessed somebody. I really pray that that has helped someone. I definitely don't want to talk your heads off. I am about to go and do the shoot and then be done because it is getting late. So I will talk to you guys again. Hey y'all, happy Sunday. It is another day. Right now it is currently 8:24 in the night. And so as you guys can see, I am getting ready to do my photo shoot, which you guys will see. And so right now I'm about to get ready and put on my first outfit. But as you can see, just finished up all my makeup. Of course, I'm always going to go for the red. And so got the red on, did my spray. So all of that is done. So now put on my first outfit. I think I'm doing like 4 looks. Yeah, 4 looks. And so, so I'm excited to do that. And then once I do that, I'm going to do some more stuff. But yeah, you guys will see photo shoot and stuff towards the end of the vlog. And so I definitely just wanted to also just thank you guys as well, because I don't want to end the vlog off with just my closing reflection. I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you are, whether you're new or you are a returning viewer, I truly appreciate you. Truly am so grateful for you and the community. I'm so grateful and I'm thankful for the comments, the likes, the messages, all of the things. So thank you so much for being here. I definitely pray that my vlogs, the vlogs that I envision going forward will be ones that will edify you, encourage you in some way that will be relatable, and that will just help you even practically. And yeah, so that's kind of like what I am praying that these vlogs do. So yes, I just wanted to thank you before I transition over into my closing reflection, but definitely be sure to always watch at the ends for all the closing reflections. I oftentimes do different things in the closing reflections, but the reflections nevertheless are still very faith-based and very much the lessons that I have learned throughout. So as you know, every vlog will have a theme. And so I usually talk about certain things in depth in our faith talks. And then in the closing reflections, I kind of just give you the lessons and just a bit of encouragement and hope towards all that we spoke about in the vlog. So yeah, so again, thank you. And be sure to enjoy the closing reflections. I love you guys. And until another vlog.